Hey everyone, did you know that as of 2024, more than 200 people worldwide identify as digital creators? Well, back in 2016, there were only about 150,000. That's a massive jump in less than a decade. Hollywood once controlled almost every path to stardom. If you wanted fame, you needed a studio, an agent, and a deal. But today, that's no longer the case. With the rise of digital platforms, millions of independent creators are building audiences without Hollywood's gatekeepers. The shift is clear. Independent creators are changing the definition of success, proving you do not need Hollywood to shine. If you didn't catch my name, I'm Victoria. I hope you guys like my little animation that I put together. So let's break this down. For decades, Hollywood controlled who steps foot in those doors, who gets seen, who gets, that recognition for being an actress, an actor, a singer, a dancer, a videographer, a filmmaker, even a script writer. Like, there's so many things you can think and jobs that you can think of as being a creative. Now, this isn't only just for the people who want to be on the screen, because everyone isn't chasing just fame. If you can agree, I think most of us are chasing stability, but within the means and the rights of the things that we love to do, things that don't feel like a job. For me, this is creation. So YouTube, TikTok, and other, platforms like Instagram, Bigo, all these platforms that you can kind of go live and people can step into your day and really see what's going on. We have so many platforms now that can elevate our work that we feel like, needs a little bit more sprucing up. There's so many different apps that we can use today that helps the rise of independent creators. Did you guys know that from 2016 to now, the jump has went from in the hundreds of thousands to the millions? This doesn't only help creators though. This helps people from the background who just wanted a job. Maybe you're really great at writing scripts and you don't really want your face out there. Now is the chance to, even get on things like Wattpad and have your story be taken to platforms like Netflix. That way it's a global thing. Now we're not only being seen in one spot, but we're being seen everywhere. Also, the gatekeeping from Hollywood was also really destructive to certain people's, culture, diversity, adversity, also our well-being. Those rules back in the day where you had to be a size 2 or you had to be this color or you had to be that. Social media is breaking that cultural barrier, and that's a wonderful step in the direction of moving towards a society that can learn to appreciate differences. So these things are not just small breakthroughs. This is helping people change their income. There have been people who have never even worked a job, and that's none of my business. Maybe they're an entrepreneur, maybe they're, and with these platforms, they're able to give their children, give their families lives that they could have never imagined or dreamed of. So the rise of independent creation has so many perks to it that we don't really pay attention to on a daily basis. This is the best time to start. I'm gonna be honest with you. In 2024, it's in the millions, but let's guess by 2030, it'll be in the billions, and you want to be a part of that number. Now, this is, for anybody who's actually interested. So, sorry, I had to clear my throat. Now, the difference, which is making this so great, is that not only are scouts getting people for their productions and stuff like that, people are getting deals, real deals from these things, from just, taking a camera or just putting their story out there with the confidence that they have. So in this speech, I just want to say that don't count content creation out. Do not count digital jobs out. We are moving into a more digital world. And I hope that some of this information will help somebody who, wants to take a step in that direction. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful class.